Avatar: The Way of the Water. Okay, let's just start by saying it took me approximately a week to actually make the rest of this video. I had to contemplate really hard about what I wanted to say, how I felt about this film. I don't think I fully grasped it as much as I would have liked to. I do intend on seeing this movie again, but wow, was this movie amazing. If you are an Avatar fan and you haven't seen this film, what are you waiting for? Get off your butt, go watch the movie. It's definitely a movie theater experience type of movie. Don't load up on the drinks. Go to the bathroom at least 3 times before you watch this movie. I went in with very low expectations. It's very family oriented. Directed by James Cameron. He did phenomenal with this film. The way underwater scenes, the characters, Sigourney Weaver does reprise her role a little bit, but she's also been given a new role entirely. We're taken back with some flashbacks of what happened from the first movie at the very beginning of the movie, which is awesome. If you need a recap, Sully basically grown his family with Neytiri. It was really nice to see the development of that. The connection in these characters and how they interpreted the storyline from part 1 to part 2, which apparently is going to be leading to a possible movie 3 and 4. Actually, I did read that they went ahead and filmed the next 2 movies at the same time that they were filming this movie, which is just mind-boggling to me, like how they can go about doing that. It's crazy and it's impressive, and I'm, oh god, now that I have my own little family, it hits a lot harder. Damn it, James Cameron, you got me really good. Like, this is past Disney level crying. Some of my other favorite things that they did with this film is the interpretations of the animals. In the first movie, everything is in a big tree. It's beautiful, nature, all of this. Now we're in a whole new setting, a new world in the water. And so obviously they're going to have different customs. They're going to have different ways about them. They're going to look different, which they did. Their tails were thicker, flatter. There was a lot of different things about them. They use sign language, which is actually really, really well done. I love sign language, so the fact that they incorporated it into the way that they communicated, especially being underwater, it was beautifully executed. Holy crap. And then the take on, you know, what dolphins would look like versus what whales would look like, sharks even, it was incredible. I can't stress enough to go watch this movie. Just stop what you're doing right now. Stop watching this video. Go buy a ticket. Go to the movie theaters. Take your loved ones. It's amazing. Okay, I'm just gonna dive into spoilers now because there's nothing more that I can say other than that this film is amazing and for you to go watch it. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm still reeling. I still can't find the words. The villain of this film. Where do I even begin? So Stephen Lang reprises his role as well as the villain. He is out to get Jake Sully for everything that he did for killing him. Of course, with the advancement of technology, they took this soldier guy, douchebag, and when he died, they took all of his intelligence and they plugged it into an avatar. It's technically not him. It's just his memories. They incorporated a human into the Avatar world because they did that in the first movie, obviously, so they're trying to keep the 2 worlds together in some sense. And basically what the whole ordeal was with this kid being left behind, who basically just grew up with the avatars. His name is Spider. He was probably one of my least favorite characters. It was a given that he was going to be betraying the Sully family without realizing it, and then still try and help them, but then in the end still go back even though it was doing the right thing and saving his dad even though it's not his dad. And I do think that the most shocking thing was that Kate Winslet was in this film. I did not realize it. She did very, very well with her accent disguising it. I had no idea. I figured that this would be an interesting film just for the underwater effects alone and the growing of the family. For them to take the turn of things as far as the deaths that were included, the choices that were made, which makes sense to an extent. It's hard to really see anything else wrong with the film. There was so much sentimental moments. If you think about it, it's very much similar to life. Life is like that. If you're taking your family, uprooting them, moving them to a whole nother place that they've never been before, around people that are not like them, that they have to learn to adapt. It's all still very relatable, and I think that's probably one of my favorite things about the film. I did get sentimental with the big whale-like animal creatures, the hunting that was happening with that whole ordeal. That was probably one of the saddest things I had ever seen, even though it's a fantasy world. Again, it's very relatable because it's something that is also going on. This movie, I don't know where they're going to go from here. Like I said, there are a very few unanswered questions. I'm really curious about Kiri. The fact that Grace had a kid as an avatar, that was a little extreme to go in that direction. It's like the whole real life situation of having to adopt children. They just took so much of real life things and they put it in this film in a different interpretation, but I think anybody and everybody in the world can relate to. And they did a really, really great job at that. I bawled at the very end. Why? Like, I knew it was coming. I knew that with the gunfire and everything happening, I knew it was coming, and it happened. I called it and I was like, and then it was just, but it was also a very important, beautiful segue to seeing how the Na'vi are able to still be connected with their loved ones, with their past memories, all of that. And of course, they wouldn't have been able to do that if they hadn't killed off a character, a very important character. At least I think he's a very important character. I'm pissed still. I'm still pissed to this day. You know what? We're just gonna stop it there. I don't think I can go on anymore. If you guys have watched Avatar: Way of the Water, let me know in the comments below. How do you feel? What are you thinking? Do you think it's the movie of the year? How do you feel about the future movies that are coming out? Was it really necessary that we had to wait this long for this movie? Oh my god. Hype was real. I am so happy that I finally went to go see it. I'm going back into the theaters after having my little boy and being able to watch this movie. It was well worth it. I cannot wait to add it to my DVD collection. If you have any other comments for me or you want to discuss further, just leave me a comment below. I really appreciate you guys for watching this video, hearing me out. I got the feels. And if I keep thinking about it, I'm going to start crying again. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for me. I do really appreciate it. I'm so close to hitting the 100 mark for subscribers. It's amazing. I'm gonna do a little dance when that happens. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of 2022. I will see you guys in the next year, in the next video. Love you guys much. Be safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!